Hello guys, welcome back again to another video. First of all, before we get started, thank you so much for helping and supporting me in this channel. We do appreciate it a lot. And also don't forget to like and subscribe, share with your friends and family. Okay, today we're gonna talk a little bit about the stimulus update. Oh my God, I'm tired about this stimulus update every day. It's a stimulus update, and we never really have a good news about that stimulus. Even though you're watching YouTube, I know there's a lot of people that's doing YouTube videos, and you can see they said, um, very good news or stimulus approved or less than 48 hours. They all just want to make you happy, make you understand there's something going on, which is not true because the thing with that, I don't think it's right to not being fair and honest with you that's watching the video. If you don't really have time to do research and see what's going on about this stimulus, and I make a video about it, you should be able to get value out of the video and get good information. That's exactly what I do. I do a lot of research before I make my videos. Okay. And stimulus talk. We still haven't got a good news about the stimulus because Nancy Pelosi again and Republican Party, they don't want to come to an agreement. They stuck to that $1.9 trillion that's not going anywhere. And there's multiple deadline that's been given for the stimulus and they haven't come to an agreement yet. So Nancy Pelosi says she wants to be very optimistic about the stimulus package. They should come to an agreement before the election. But now the election is only not 8 days away. There's no way they're gonna pass a stimulus package before the election. And I don't believe that at all because there's a lot of back and forth, a lot of blaming each other. You don't want to come to an agreement. You don't want to be fair. You don't want to do this. You don't want to do that. So it's a political game. And that makes everybody right now pain and suffering about that stimulus because no one really wants to help. The chief of the White House, Mark Meadows, said the other day they are not taking control of the pandemic. And I think he's very truthful about that. When you see how many months, we're going through 8 months through this pandemic, and just because they don't take control of the pandemic, see what happened now. We already lost more than 225,000 lives already lost. We have about 41,000 people as we speak hospitalized. That means those people laying down on a bed, they can be in ICU, they can be on a ventilator. Who knows what's happening in the hospital? And we have over 8 million people that's been diagnosed with this virus. 8 million that's been infected. So that means all those people that's in the government, they really don't take the virus seriously, even though they see how much that's really going on with the virus, what's been happening, they still haven't taken it seriously. So that's very, very bad. As a country like the USA, we was expecting way more than what we have right now, what's been happening. I really don't want to compare USA like any other foreign countries because when you look at Europe, a lot of countries in Europe, they really take very good precaution with the virus. They crushed it. And then even though they still have people being infected one more time, but they find ways to flatten the curve of the virus. But the USA virus is going on. The president is doing big rallies everywhere because now 5 people has been infected in Mike Pence's office. So that tells you, as a big country like the USA, The leaders that's in charge, they do not care about human life. They do not care about humanity. They should punish all those people after the election. Whether they win or they lost in the election, they should have what they call a punishment for humanity, because everything that they've been doing about this virus is the opposite. When the scientists tell them to do something, they don't want to listen to the scientists because they think they know it all. And because of that, we as the resident of the United States, we have to pay for the bad decision that they make. We have to pay the price for the bad decision, the bad ideas that they have. As a fact, the other day, the governor for New Hampshire saying that they should fire all of those people in Congress. And I really agree with him, because they're all useless, to be honest. Because if we have so much thing happening in the economy, today Dow Jones down 800 points. Do you know how bad is that? That means if you have money in the stock market today, you really take a big hit. So there's nothing going good with this virus. Instead of getting better, it's getting worse. But they don't have what they call understanding. They don't have what they call an idea. They don't have an extra pair of set of eyes to see that the virus is getting worse than before. So we have more people dying every day. It's been 2 days on a row. They have more than 80,000 people infected. That's a breaking record since this virus started. 80,000+ people been infected on a daily basis. That's a bad thing. They should start talking about lockdown again, to be honest. There is a lot of country in Europe that's already locked down again because of this virus, because they know what's gonna happen if they don't do something about it before it get worse. Well, our president, the election is 8 days away. He wants to get his vote. He wants to make sure people go and rally. He wants to make sure people go and vote for him with all those kind of nonsense that's going on. He do not care for your life and mine and someone else. Because right now, the 225,000 people that's been dead, those are people that have family member left behind. It can be kids, it can be wife or husband or grandma, or a family member of yours that's been losing their life just because of the bad decision our government has taken, that they do not take the virus seriously. They don't lead anybody. They fail to lead us as a country, and they don't want to admit it. Look at that. A stimulus package been having this stuff over time every day. It's a back and forth between Nancy Pelosi. There's 3 people that's in charge basically for the stimulus package. You have President Trump, Nancy Pelosi, and Mitch McConnell. If those 3 people are not on the same page, we will never get a stimulus package. Mark Meadows, he's just one of those negotiators, like Steven Mnuchin, but the powerful people that need to make a decision is President Trump, Nancy Pelosi, and Mitch McConnell. And Mitch McConnell don't really look like he wants to agree on anything, because this guy, he just lay back when he's having his interviews, even though the interviewer asking him, what are you gonna do with this package? People are dying. People really in need. And Harry is laughing. Can you imagine a leader that's been in Congress for more than 30 years, almost 40 years by now, if he re-elected again, because he's due for election again? And having a pandemic going on like this, people losing life, people getting sick every day, instead of putting the big guy pants on, to stand up for the people that went and vote for him to keep him in his position, here he is laughing on TV. Ho, 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 ho. That means whatever the interviewer was saying is not really interested about that. So that's very, very silly and selfish, to be honest. Because we are the people that put you where you are. There's no way you can get in Congress for 30 years if you don't have people vote for you. Whether it's President Trump, whether it's Nancy Pelosi, whether it's him, whether it's Mark Meadows, all of them. Mark Meadows saying on Sunday, we do not take control of this virus. And I do believe President Trump not happy with him that day with that comment. It's an honest thing he's saying for the first time, I believe, because all those nonsense he's been talking about this stimulus check, they all lies. But when you see what he's saying and it's showing you exactly they do not take this virus seriously, they don't have any control over it. So that stimulus package been talking over and over for months. We will not get a stimulus package before the election. That's not happening. And this way, this route we're taking right now, every day it's a back and forth. It's a back and forth. It's a negotiation. What's going on? Only $300 billion. That stopped those people from passing a stimulus package for American, for the citizen of this country, for the resident of the United States that's really needed help right now. People that's really in bad situation right now. There's people that's already homeless. There's people that's already sleeping on the cars. They cannot afford to pay rent. They cannot afford to pay the mortgage. They cannot afford to pay for the car anymore. It's very stressful to see all those people that have millions. They're fighting over or offer $300 billion. They need to just say, you know what? We have to help our people because they help us to get elected. They help us to get where we are today. We need to find a way to help them while they're spending $6 trillion last year on big corporation. How silly is that? Only $300 billion that stopped them from getting to an agreement and sign it, put it in the president desk, the next day he endorsed it and done deal. And everybody can get some relief. Everybody can get some money to get some bills taken care of. This is very, very silly for the whole country that have how many millions people that's been laying off, losing job every day. Job right now in the United States, it's not like I can tell you, it's like you go to work today, you keep your fingers crossed. Are they gonna keep me today or they gonna let me go? That's how bad it is right now. So if you're watching this video and you have a job, say thank you God, they keep you on the job. Do whatever you can to keep that job because right now job is very hard to find. As a fact, if you have one, they really want to get rid of you because they cannot afford to keep you on a job. And we have a government that's failed to lead us. So the stimulus, we'll see what's happening at the end of the week because today is Monday. They still have a couple of days to negotiate if they really want to do it for real. So we'll see what's happening with that. Thank you very much, guys, for watching this video. I really appreciate your help. I'll see you all in the next video. Thank you.